Day 618, 22 for 22. Good morning. Hope this finds you well. Please stay in your fight and do not quit. So, concluded the 10-part series. Technology and time has changed war and us. There's 10 parts to it, and I think it brought out some good information. Showed a lot of the differences between World War II and forward till now. Also, some of the similarities. There's enough of strong similarities that can help. What happened back then can help now. All right, so moving on to new stuff. All right, so you're walking along your life, and all of a sudden the ground gives way, and you start sliding down that hill. Your fingers are bloody from trying to claw yourself to stop and claw back up, but yet that descent keeps continuing, and you just keep sliding, and you keep going, and you're quickly approaching that cliff. And you dig your feet in and you finally stop, but you're on the edge of that cliff, and you've got basically two choices to make. Do you let the feet go and just fly off the edge of the cliff and into the abyss, or do you keep those feet planted, take a deep breath, say, whew, that was close, stand up very carefully, do an about face, and start clawing your way back up that hill? I suggest clawing yourself back up that hill, because if you send yourself flying off of that cliff and just let yourself go and let yourself die or take yourself out, you erase that struggle that it took for you to stop yourself on the way down. You erase that life that you had at the top of that hill, and you just can't do that to yourself or your family. You just gotta think about what you're doing, plan that route back up as much as possible, and work with what you've got and make it better, bigger, better, greater, stronger. You know, there is hope all around you. You just gotta find it and look for it instead of looking for the dark. Look for the light. And I'm not saying it's easy, because it certainly is not. But it is certainly possible to recover from the position that you're in and end up in a different and better place. That wall that you run into is a roadblock, maybe for a good darn reason. Maybe it's that is not the path you need to follow. Neither is jumping off that cliff into the abyss. But you got to think about what you're doing, where you're going, and how you're going to get there, and just plan it as best as you can. And don't give up. Keep pushing. Keep moving. Keep looking to grow. Adapt to your new normal that you find yourself in, and then work to be successful within it. There's the Mary. A little chilly out here, isn't it, kid? Hi. You say hi? The vocal cords are not working yet, evidently, this morning. You cold? We'll go in and get changed, you dorkopotamus. But, yeah, I'm telling you, had I just let myself go sailing off the edge of that cliff into the abyss, you wouldn't have never seen her. You wouldn't see the other three that are in there. And the fifth one up in New York would have something of a different life than she has currently. You can't let life stop you. You can't let what has happened to you stop you. It can slow you down. God knows I'm slower than I've ever been, and it's not getting any better as I approach 50. I'm falling apart. I can't do push-ups right now. You know, things happen, but we have to be able to adapt and overcome our trials and tribulations. We learned in the military to never give up, to adapt, overcome, as I said, and keep fighting, never surrender. When we get out, and I've said this before, we have a tendency to try to forget what we did. We don't embrace the training. We don't embrace what made us what we were, or what we are, actually, when it comes right down to it. You're a United States military veteran or active duty. And we have to learn that it is not solely about the team. You can't just make sure that so-and-so's good and so-and-so's good. You have to make sure you're good too. And people will look out for you. But you got to open your mouth and say, hey, I'm struggling here. I need some help. I don't know what's going on. I can't right my ship. What do you think I should do? You just got to reach out, and you'll get, hopefully anyway, you'll get some positive feedback and say, do this or try this, or, hey, let's talk and see what we can come up with. I said this before too, humans are tribal. We need that interaction, and none of us, not even Einstein, had all the answers to life. We've got to use all the knowledge and everything, that the cumulative actions of everyone, to see how we can move forward and fix ourselves. They say it takes a village to raise a child. Well, it takes a vet community to save the vet community. So let's get working on this. All right, but stay in your fight. Do not quit. Plain and simple. I'm gonna wrap it up. I have a YouTube channel, that_pushup_guy tough. It has over 300, 400 videos of everything that I've said over the past couple of years. I think they're important and good messages. 99.9 are all positive and not necessarily uplifting, but it will definitely help you out. At least give you something to grab a bearing and start moving. So please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you see when I upload the next video. I'd appreciate it. I also share on Facebook, on my page, and 20 veterans Facebook groups. I would appreciate shares. Share. I share in the veterans groups, and if you cannot share from there because of their security settings, come to my page and share from that page, my page. I appreciate every share I get. Also, I have a couple new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Appreciate it. It's time to get out of here. If you need help, seek help. Get it from friends, family, professionals. There is absolutely no shame and no weakness in seeking help to make sure that you stay here on this planet for yourself and for your family. Do what you got to do to be here. Bottom line is, do not use suicide as a permanent solution to a temporary or permanent problem. You got this. We'll see you here tomorrow. Tough out.